What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Oh, to get it in. Somebody's getting for you. What's good, people? Woo! What's good, people? It's a day of another day of another day we call Monday. Anyway, that being said, what's good, people? You know, I've talked to you about this subject over and over and over, and I always said sometimes I feel as though I'm beating a dead horse because, like I said before, I only can give you information. If you want to believe me, if you don't, that's okay. That's on you. You know, last night I was watching a documentary in reference to OJ Simpson and Nicole. You know, OJ Simpson, a football player who allegedly murdered Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman. Back in the day, which you probably know back from the whole big trial, and you know he got off that if the gloves don't fit, you must acquit, and you know we created a race war, and a lot of individuals, people got into a lot of disagreements. Some agreed, some didn't agree. You know, it's sad because when it comes down to murder, and a lot of times the person who is picked is usually the spouse. However, when I saw this documentary last night, I was watching, you know, the OJ Simpson trial, and they were talking in reference to all the different things that we didn't see. He was saying that he hit her, he bruised her, he had pictures, they had his shoes, they had everything. It was like, was it tainted evidence? And, you know, he said those shoes wasn't his. And the shoes that they brought, that was the footprint that was in the blood, that wasn't his. Then they showed him in the NFL. He's on a football field with the shoes on that he said he never had. He said they were ugly, and wow. So like I said, it was wow. I was like, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, I feel as though he did it. He had tons of pictures. He said, yeah, I hit her, yeah. He was like, you know, he just basically was whooping her ass. Yeah, she had took pictures. She had went to other people. She was telling them what happened to her. She was telling her friends that he beat her. She told his best friend he beat her, and wow. And she stayed. And she stayed. You know, and who am I to judge why she stayed or why she didn't try? She went to the cops. I mean, wow. Wow. So like I said, because she was crying for help, but everybody, it sounded like her help went ignored. And I don't know whether she moved forward or she was trying to move forward with her life. Because you already know we're not going to know everything, and it's the internet. But when I saw within my eyes him watching it on TV, not the internet, I was watching a whole documentary of how, you know, the civil lawsuit went out and they made him talk, and it was a mess. It was a mess. And you know, they said karma caught up with him, and, you know, he's in jail because he tried to steal his mobilia back. And, you know, it's funny. It's not funny, but when it's sad that when somebody gets on that status, they feel as though they have the right to do what they want. And there are a lot of people that are like that, who feel as though they can say what they want and do what they want. And, you know, how dare you? That's the reason why I'm not big on rich people, because they have that mentality. They talk down to you like they feel as though you're down here and you're lucky that they're giving you time of day. I'm not a fan of rich people. I would like to have rich people's money, but I'm not a fan of it. However, you know, and it just became so odd to me and real because the person feels like, you know who I am, you know who I am. And it's weird because that mentality has been taken as of what people put them on that pedestal, and it feels as though they have the right. I don't have to answer to you, and wow. Give it time, just look into it, and you know, that brings us to the subject of what I had talked about prior before. You're in a domestic relationship with someone, and you know, you don't want to handle the truth. And I've talked to girls like this, and I wipe my hands too, because I don't feel as though for me to sit there and be your lawyer for you while you're the lawyer for the person that's abusing you. If you're in a relationship with someone and they're abusing you and they're beating on you, and I'm telling you, well, you know, if they've done this to you, why are you still doing it? Oh, no, Raven, wait a minute, honey. It was not that bad. You just have to understand where he was coming from. So I have to understand where he was coming from. He beat your ass. He bust your lip. He probably put you in the hospital. Hell, you've been in the hospital. Hell, he beat you so bad you even woke up the next day. And you want me to understand his situation. And I'm telling you, and I'm saying, well, You know, if you, oh no, maybe you got to misconstrue because I'm not that type of woman. I don't allow that if he do that to me again. When the last time you see him? Oh, a couple of days ago. When the last time you talked to him? A few minutes ago. But I don't want you to feel as though I'm weak. I want you to understand, Raven, that I'm strong. I can deal with this. It's not the way you think, you know, the way you think it is. Because, you know, you think you know it, Raven, but you don't know it. You know what I say? Okay, boo-boo. You're right. It's not the way I know it. You know, at this point, I'm checked out. Your conversation is going this way to me. It's not going this way and I stop because I'm going, girl, I need to tell you, it's going this way. I'm no longer listening to you. I'm not listening. So I'm at this point, and I wait for you to finish because we can move on because I'm not gonna be your lawyer to you when you are a lawyer to someone who is basically beating your ass. And I'm not saying that that's what happened with Nicole. That's a whole different thing, so let's stop. Let's just make sure we close the door on that. I'm talking about the same people going through situations that are similar to this as far as the beating is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking, she definitely didn't get what she deserved. I feel it was wrong. But when I'm the kind of person that's in someone's ear, because I've been in this way in the situation, I've talked to girls, and I've talked to guys, or whatever the case may be, and we've talked about this, and you become their lawyer. I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what? You're right, boo-boo. You're right. So when he kill you, when he beat your ass, when he's whoop so bad, don't sit up there and go, well, girl, you know, I thought he would change, or I could change him. If the opportunity means that you don't want to listen to the truth, then don't ask somebody their opinion. What did you say, baby? Say it again. If you do not want the truth, do not ask people their opinion. If you have no problem with the man beating your ass and all the situations, you become his lawyer for him and you're defending him, why are you sharing your story? I just don't understand why you're sharing it. Because clearly, you have no problem being beat the fuck up. And for those who are listening who do want to get the hell out, here is a line right here where you can go to right here. You know, for abuse and for shelter, to try to get yourself away from this situation because it's a bad situation, if you want help. If you don't, and you're the kind of girl to well, Raven, you know what? It's not like that about nobody. He can never do that to me. He can never do this to me again. And you are still in contact with your abuser. Boo-boo, just click this thing off. Because this does not apply to you. It does not. And I'm not Miss Save-A-Ho. Because if that's where you're heading in life, I'm not in no way, shape, or form it's going to stop. It's going to be a new Raven. I have to learn that I cannot talk anybody off the bridge. I've tried, I've pushed, I've shoved, I've tried everything I can to make sure you see the truth. But reality is that you're like, oh no, baby, you just don't get it. Okay. If you ever watch Sparkle, back in her sister, she ended up in the coffin dead. Look at Nicole, she's dead. No one wants to listen. People are dying left and right, but no one wants to listen. You know, and it's sad, because I don't know everybody's situation, but abuse is real. I've been in a relationship that was abusive. I got out. You know, and I had to leave. I was hard-headed at one point. I didn't want to listen. But I was listening. And even if you listen to this and you don't want to listen, just listen anyway. Because there is a way out. Like I said, here's the number again. For you just maybe saying, here's the number again. Look into it. Check it out. Call when nobody's around. It's up to you. You have to save you. Nobody can save you. We can talk, we be black and blue. Nobody's going to save you but you. You know, and I've tried to talk about this. It's like people say, well, people don't get along when people say things that hurt my feelings. So why are you with them? Get away from them. If they have that much animosity against you, why are you around them? You should ask yourself, you shouldn't question them. Ask yourself, why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you there? If it's a knot in your stomach and it don't feel right, why are you there? Stop blaming your accuser and get your ass out the way. It's time for you to go. Deal with your truth as you're leaving out the door. Stop trying to figure it out when you already know the answer. The truth hurts. What'd you say, baby? Say it again. The truth hurts. So now you got the truth. It's time to get out of there before you are hurt. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to put that out there because that really bothered me when I saw that. You know, OJ, he's like, oh, and he's laughing and, oh, wow. And it goes back to a lot of transgenders that's been murdered as well. Her abuser sit up there in jail going, and she's dead. But it's just Raven. Hell, who the hell listens to me? Anyway, that being said, I want to say hello, my dogs. Meow. I want to say hello, my kings. Woof. I want to say hello, all new people. Boom. I want to say hello, old people. Bam. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. What you do to you, I want you to do the best that you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck them.